Do.
It's the pod.
Welcome to the Gay Pod! And I'll have you know, we're 3 seasons in. We have not had to restart or redo that intro one time.
We've just, full send. We just one take babies,
One kiss is sorry, I shorted out there. If you went to the alleged, and I'm putting allegedly in here, and if I'm not, I'm gonna do that little edit with that sound that's like that's like you forgot that I mentioned this, but like
exactly.
There might be 12 to 14 minute footage of us smoking a before recording the pod, which is something we do before we record every pod. I'm gonna cover the audio on what I just said.
Yeah,
but it's okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna beep it out. I'm gonna do Percy meows or something.
Meow, meow, meow. It's
Meow,
gotta be Percy.
meow, 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 meow. That song in my head is forever associated with Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah. No, I believe that.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm hanging out. I am elevated. I am really loving life.
Yeah.
Speaking of elevated, boy, it's hot as hell.
Oh my God. It's literally like 90 degrees out right now.
Yeah. And if it's not, it feels like it.
Yeah.
That's what
holy
sucks.
Shit.
Like, I do think that sometimes people forget that Portland, because we're on the coast, is technically like, and because of the climate that we're in, low-key a jungle.
Yeah, it's humid as fuck out here. Coming from
streets.
Las Vegas and the dry bone desert.
And that made the inside of my work today feel so good.
Yes.
I was like so excited to get out of the AC in my chilled body and just be like, I want the sun. And then as soon as I was in the sun for 3 minutes and I said, okay.
You're like, I'm done.
That's enough sun. Thank you.
Thanks for coming out.
Yeah, no, literally. I just was like, all right, I'm going to put my sunglasses on now and try not to die.
Exactly.
I'm just happy all my bus is connected.
Oh, I love that for you.
I didn't have to wait around too much.
The Max was delayed, so I Lime scootered here.
Woo, we love Lime.
I love a Lime.
Too bad that shit might get cut. Fuck you, Trump.
Well, fuck me, I guess. Like,
did you hear?
The big, beautiful bill?
More like the big, beautiful bullet in my head.
Exactly.
Because what the fuck?
Hey, this is a message to the House. Hey, please
don't do that. Yeah.
Hey, let's
well, they already technically, the House did. So now all that has to happen is Donald Trump has to sign the paper.
I don't think the House did.
They did. I'm pretty sure they did. Like, we're just cooked.
Oh, so we're just fucked.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's okay. And it sucks because I was thinking about this on the way home. I hate bringing up politics every episode, but if we were in a better fucking political climate, and too bad we want to talk about current topics and events. Not right now. Thank you. Because we always want to talk about current political topics and events, or just current topics. It sucks that we have to keep bringing up the government in a negative way.
Yeah.
But sorry if you had to hear about it.
I don't want to be bringing up the government in a negative way. It just happens to be that fucking way.
Yeah, and I also want to thin the fucking crowd of people that might be here and being like, they don't bring up politics. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, bye.
What's it like being dumb?
We don't want you here.
Yeah, like genuinely, what's it like to put to limit yourself on the knowledge you can obtain for the sake of your comfort? Sorry, that was really crazy.
You spit fire right there,
Sorry,
bro.
It's just so hot outside. I had to let it out. Because, much like one of my goats said, I let it in, I let it out. I know something about pussy now.
I'm a bad bitch, but I need that pussy now.
Exactly.
If he's gay, then I'm gay, and we are nouns.
Okay, see.
Love Doechii.
Love Doechii. The Glastonbury performance. Remember, and it's documented on the pod that you were like, I just don't think
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. We literally had that conversation off the pod because I said, I don't want that on the pod.
Well, we're bringing it on the pod. But it was so funny to see her do the umbrella thing at the pod.
I sent that to you and I said that fucking ate.
Yeah.
Way to hit that head on.
Somebody was still bitter in the comments and was like, girl, just because you turn it into a PR stunt that doesn't make you a better person. And I'm like,
she's acknowledging it.
Yeah, and I'm like, hey, random commenter, would you like it if the one time you made a mistake in your life was then focused on for the rest of your entire existence? Especially when the thing that was happening is
That's
just...
why I didn't want to bring it up on the pod.
Yeah, it's literally just not that big of a deal. Like, you saw someone crash out. And don't we all? When we do that almost every week on this pod. One of us crashes out about something.
Sometimes we crash out and it happens to be in the public eye. And
Yeah.
she just happens to be a extremely famous rapper
Mhm.
that won Best Album of the Year. And, you know,
And
she
then,
wanted her fit to be perfect.
Yep.
Like, can you blame a girl?
It was so funny that she did that and didn't even have like an outfit change, really. She just wanted to do the bit, which is iconic.
I respect that.
Yeah, Doechii, y'all need to recognize.
Would have been a cool moment, but, you know, to each their own.
Yeah, well, I think that's doing the unexpected
Facts.
is like kind of her thing. Because like, I don't know, after watching her perform, everyone else that performed that night, not at Glastonbury, but at the Music Awards.
Yeah.
I was
don't know
like,
which ones.
no one else did as good as her. Not even Benson Boone flipping down the stairs.
She brings a performance aspect to it, which I really appreciate.
I almost brought up the fucking Oscars thing, but that was not the Music Awards. I almost brought up all of them singing the James Bond songs.
Oh, yeah.
Doja Cat has a new album coming out soon, allegedly.
Ooh.
It's more pop focused. That's exciting.
We're gonna listen to it.
Our problematic girly, I guess.
Yeah, I kind of love her.
It's
Love
just,
to hate her.
It's just because like Paint the Town Red is also
It's
like
so
really good. Yeah, I recently went through like a little like hour-long phase where I just listened to a bunch of Doja Cat songs and was like, nice. And yesterday when we hung out virtually, when we hung out earlier today, Doja Cat got brought up because we were talking about soundtracks to
You're
movies.
so right.
And I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say, and then I'll throw it to you for a couple minutes because I'm genuinely interested to hear your thoughts. Doja Cat making a song for the Harley Quinn movie, and then the Harley Quinn and the Birds of Prey, and making that banger of a song, and then them not using it for a fight sequence is low key fucking criminal. Because I know Doechii was in the studio, or Doechii, Jesus, I know fucking Doja Cat was in the studio being like, yeah, I'm right. Like this beat is gonna be really fucking hard for like a fight scene. I can't wait, and then just to be disrespected like that, crazy.
Yeah, that's kind of wild. I don't really remember that movie all that much. I just remember it being really campy.
Yep.
But to not use that sick ass song in a fight sequence kind of sucks. And I think that kind of translates over to the movie that we watched last night.
Oh, Maddie did it.
Oh, it was so good, you guys. K-pop demon slayers. Hunters.
Shout out producer Mac for being there too.
Yeah. It was so fucking good.
Yeah.
It was just like no notes. I felt like I was watching a fan fiction. Like straight up girl pop group, boy pop group. Like, come on. It was giving Little Mix in One Direction. Like it really was. Yeah, with the little romances and yeah, I don't know. I just really love the movie. It was fun. It was really paced well, and yeah, good rec.
I was going to say, yeah, I know that I brought this up last pod, but like, no, that movie is probably my second favorite movie of the year, if I had to guess. And it's funny because my first favorite is definitely Sinners.
Yes.
Which is also a supernatural musical movie. And this one is my second favorite, which is also a supernatural musical movie. But talking about choreography and talking about fight sequences and music being set to them.
Wait, I want to pull up the soundtrack because that soundtrack was fucking so good.
And it's when you're like, it's how, again, like, it's how you know that people are passionate about something is when, like, there's layers to this shit, right?
For real.
So, like, this movie could have been more about the animation and the music could have been, like, secondary. But I think the music is good enough that you can listen to it by itself.
Absolutely.
Kind of like with Sinners. Like, there are
Yeah.
songs from Sinners on my playlist.
Totally.
Do you want to go through?
My Little Soda Pop. Banger.
I do want to shout out, they didn't have to do it. But I realized when they're first performing Soda Pop in front of all of those people, and we get the sequence where they're doing that little shoulder shimmy and they're doing the ripple effect. And every time they move, the camera moves with them in that direction. You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
At first I was like, see, that's just style. Like,
Yeah.
that's just making a creative choice that's cool. But when you think about it, it's because low-key they're fucking with your brain. Like, they're making themselves the center of your attention regardless of where they move, how they're dancing. It's kind of like a fun nod to the fact of that was them like already like getting in people's heads and like drawing their attention. Because you see later on, people start getting mind controlled like straight up. Because it happens to Bobby and you're like, fuck,
Yep.
they got him. And then it happens to, oh my God, wow. Hello, not Rumi. That's the only name that's in my head. But it happens to Mira, and then it happens to Zoe. They start letting their doubts talk,
Yeah.
and then they get possessed and start walking to the Saja Boys concert. But anyway, go through the soundtrack. Well, you started with Soda Pop, but
My little soda pop.
what was your favorite song from the entire movie?
Like, honestly, Takedown, it was so, like, I would put that on, like, a workout playlist.
Yeah.
Like, that could totally, yeah. Okay.
Again,
Wait, hold on.
copyright.
Copyright, yeah.
A song that they never play in full, but they only like throw
Do
it
they
in.
really?
They don't. They literally don't. You keep just hearing the first part being repeated and a little bit of the middle part, but that's when you listen to the song. Did you listen to the song in its full?
No.
Dude, near the end, they like do this thing where they have like the beat getting faster.
Yeah.
I don't know how to describe it other than like the song goes from like like a Taylor Swifty and like upbeat diss song to at the end it sounds like a song you'd hear in the Fast and Furious. Like, it's sick.
Love.
But Takedown's hot, especially when they use it in the evil way. Crazy moment. Like,
At the end.
Yeah.
That shit was, you have to watch this movie, guys. Like, it's so good.
Yeah, like them being like, and it like you're right. Like, it feels like fan fiction, but in the best way.
Yeah. It's like fulfilling.
It really is. And then when they're singing it on top of the subway car, and they're like, if you're with us, like prove that you're with us. And then they start rapping. Come on!
It's over.
Yeah!
It's so good.
Okay, I'm sorry.
How it's done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you think
It's
about
like
that
the first one, the opening one.
Like,
actually, low-key, that might be my favorite song. That opening sequence is so fucking cool. It like it sets the movie up perfectly. You know what's going on the entire time. You get the backstory. You get like why everything is important, and then you get this badass song and this badass fight sequence. Like, you literally get it all in the first 5 minutes.
And then it makes you go, oh, that's why they were picked.
Exactly.
Like, it literally makes you go, oh, yeah, no, I don't need to know anything else.
No.
Which sucks because it makes you almost wish that this movie was a slow burn show. Like, we watched them get picked. Like, you wish it was slower, but it just doesn't fit the pace. And again, this is one of those movies where when I'm watching it, it feels like I'm reading a comic book.
Yeah, totally.
Because I get it at my pace. And when it's slow, that's fine. Because like with Sinners, that felt like reading a book at my own pace. But then when it was slow, I loved the slow.
Yes.
And I think the slow in this movie, which we'll talk about, probably one of my least favorite songs in the movie, is Free. The one that sang between Rumi and Genu. But it still has a valid place in the movie.
Absolutely.
And it's still low. It's still good. That's the part that's crazy, is like there wasn't a song that I heard that I was like, eh.
No. They all were essential. They all like had the same vibe and feel. It was great. I love that.
We brought it up at the top, but Soda Pop, the double entendre of like them drinking human souls or whatever, them making jokes about how they're snacks and how they want to eat them up, and like
you're fucking kidding me. That's so good.
And to make it as catchy and as good as it is.
No, literally.
What Golden Bop.
Sorry, I should be reading these. Strategy.
That's a song that existed before this movie, but because this song with the Megan Thee Stallion, did I show that to you?
No.
Left, right, do it to the beat. Really?
No.
I think I know I did.
Wait, maybe you did.
But yeah, no. strategy was good, and it was fun how they used it. What it sounds like, the finale song.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What was the boy finale song?
Your Idol.
Yo. I'm adding that shit to my playlist.
Yeah, that song went fucking crazy.
I was like, oh, they're actually gonna do this. They're gonna win.
Yeah. Again, so many smart choices. Like, this movie, by the way, for people who didn't know, took 6 years to make.
Crazy.
And you can tell that they really put a lot of thought into, and you could tell they had even more because they moved through stuff so fast to try to introduce so many ideas to you.
Yeah.
Allegedly, there's 8 more movies planned.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, that's fucking sick.
8 more movies planned. I said, okay.
Let's fucking go.
Yeah, let me get them. But
wait, okay, fuck the TV show.
That's why I'm like, he's in the sword.
He is.
Genu's in the sword, guys.
Absolutely.
Spoilers.
We'll put some.
But it's been crazy because it's only been 10 days, but I feel like I've seen more people talk about this movie in 10 days. Kind of like the same Sinners hype, where it just is like, people were like, okay, like people said it was crazy, let's tap in. And then people tapped in, they're like, wait, this shit's actually fucking good.
It is.
And all the characters are just great. There isn't a single character in the movie that I don't like.
No. The little demon guys are so cute. Wait, I love them. Although I was walking on my roof last night and I was like, wait, one of them is gonna come get me.
No, but like even the 2 little demons in the beginning, oh yeah, 100%, that's gonna work. Fucking I loved that water demon, whoever that guy was. Very relatable. The guy who was always crying.
Yes.
I loved that diva. G.A.Y, the big bad. Cool.
Dope.
We don't need some crazy make it a hey, fuck it, make it a fire. Make it a flame.
It's fucking fire.
And
what's
shaped
scarier
like a
than
mouth.
fire?
Yeah. And also because his sole purpose is to consume. So that he's just a big fire mouth.
Absolutely.
Yeah, at 100%.
Hell yeah.
God, yeah, there really isn't much. You just got to watch it, guys.
Tap in. Tune in.
Shout out to some honorable mention lines. That whole section. Blade mascara. Fit check for my napalm era. Need to be my face, make it cute and savage. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the baddest? Us, hello. The fucking mirror floating by all of them to give them their moment.
Insane.
And it's like it's the camera. Shut the fuck up. Like, I'm just saying, like, it's just cool. The cat character, how can we not bring them up? Come on.
Bird.
Yeah. Oh.
He's like, I made the hat for the cat.
But the bird keeps taking it. Also, I normally don't go for basic ass guys like that. Genu, hot. And why he's hot? Because he's a dork. Like, when he slips in the bathhouse, funny. When he's running down the hallway, he's like, hee 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 hee, hilarious. When they're on the game show, and he's like, we want you to play games with us. I'm like, you're an idiot. Like, you're a himbo. I like that. You got me. Also, the moment, this is where it's going to get thirsty. The moment in the movie where she has a blade to his throat, and he's like, you're strong. Whoa. I get why y'all be reading a Court of Thrones and Glass or whatever the fuck. I get why y'all are on that shit. Straight women, I get it.
That was straight out of a fanfic.
It was so hot. Like, it was kind of like with Sinners, where like,
yeah,
like straight people are having sex, and like most of the time it's cringe, and like I don't give a fuck. But this is one of the times where like flirting was happening, and I was like,
it was done in a fun way.
Let's talk about those pants. Like, come on. The way we're writing men now, guys, we got to keep it up.
You know, we're actually kind of cooking.
It's because we have women in those writer rooms. It's because we have women and queer people and people of color in those goddamn writers' rooms, and they're giving the children what we want.
Speak on it.
Any final thoughts on K-pop Demon Hunters?
No, it's great, and I'll send you my Letterboxd review once I do it.
I was gonna say, can we get a hint?
Sneak peek, probably 4.5 out of 5.
Whoa! Can I tell you something? That's higher than what I got it at.
I know you put it at 4. That's
I know, and I feel
crazy.
crazy. I feel like when I go back and watch it, I feel like I'm just gonna put it at 5.
It was so good.
Also, when you have Sony animation,
Yeah.
you're gonna get good quality. Yeah, that's the other thing too. The fight scenes, the camera movement, everything.
So good.
When Mira plants her like spear in the ground and they're using it,
Yep.
like all of it. You just can't beat it. You can't beat it. The transformation when they're singing "This is what it sounds like." Come on. Oh, their weapons, like with the lines being drawn and how it looks hand drawn when their weapons come out.
Get creative like that, guys. More of that.
What I'm learning from this is the people yearn for magical girl fighting demons, but also like flirting with the demons.
Absolutely.
That's what we need. Also, the shipping scene was funny as hell.
That was funny as fuck.
Are you guys whispering? I won't tell anyone. The little girl.
But wait. Actually, one more thing. That movie is genuinely how it felt to be as a 12-year-old fangirl.
Yes!
Like that, they perfectly encapsulated that energy and that vibe and that like the rush and the like, oh my god, like are they dating? Are they not? Like I want to get the updates. Like they perfectly captured that like early 2010s like teen.
And the other thing I want to say, it was so smart to start the movie from that place of almost being like a documentary crew on the ground, like asking people who's their favorite, why are they your favorite? Because not only is that something that legitimately happens at these concerts, it is also such a fun vehicle for us to learn what we need to know about these characters like that. And like it gives you as the viewer someone to be like, I think I'm gonna fuck with them.
Yeah. You're like, wait, my favorite's Rumi. Like,
yeah, you're like, wait, like, and that's where I learned I was gonna like Mira, not only from like the rest of the movie, like love Rumi, love Zoe, but like Mira was my favorite because I love characters that are so deadpan, but at their heart, they fucking care a lot about what's happening because as the movie goes on and stuff happens, Mira gets really invested in making sure that her best friend is okay. Mm-hmm. Come on.
I love it. Yeah, it's so good.
We'll stop talking. I'll put a T before we like spoil the entire thing. But I think this gives us a transition into a story I want to tell.
Spell. Also, side note, before you start, your son is like aggressively meowing.
I guess I'll let him in.
I will say, no, literally.
Okay, Simon, house. Simon, go on. Percy can stay in here. Simon, I love you so much, but you are just too big and too awkward.
He's just got a lot of energy.
He does.
He's just got a lot of energy. Okay, sorry, continue.
So guys, the week before I brought it up. Last week I talked about it. Today I'm talking about it in full. Because I had a moment where I had to reach out to Maddie because I was not sure what the next step was. I do still like low key feel some type of way just about who I am, how I look, my age, and what I'm about to say. Guys, I'm a KATSEYE stan. And I had to ask Maddie, I'm like, how do I do this? Like, if I want to do this, how do I do it? Which accounts do I follow? How do I keep up? Like, what do I, like, and Percy was there for all this. I'm like, what do I do? And really, Maddie was a really helpful guiding hand because, am I correct in assuming you have experience in this?
I mean, I would like to say I have extensive experience. Been a, huge fangirl since 2012. Not as much anymore, but, I still roam the streets of Twitter. I still see what's going on. But, I think the best way to do it is just go full in. Yeah. You have to.
No, and that's kind of what I assumed I had to do. I'm saving your life.
I love you so much.
Percy loves wires and headphones. It would have been rap.
King.
But I really wanted to make sure that the steps that I was taking were ethical and it wasn't like in weird fan territory. No. And I don't think I would ever get there, but God, no. Yeah, so KATSEYE which is so funny that Percy's right there. KATSEYE is a world girl group. They're put in the K-pop category just because the people who own them do a lot of K-pop groups. But KATSEYE is not an all-Korean girl group. KATSEYE has a lot of members from a lot of different aspects of the world, and that's one of the reasons why I enjoy them a lot, is because, I don't know, it's different, it's cool. Apparently they won a game show, and that's why they are the game show was to like, it's called Dream Academy. It was to see like, can you be a K-pop star? It's almost like if we made One Direction and Fifth Harmony go through like a training boot camp to see if they made the cut, you know? Dude, your genitals can't be on camera for free. But their music has been really good. Started with Gnarly, was crazy. Really enjoyed Gnarly, enjoyed seeing the dancing and stuff like that. And their EP came out, Beautiful Chaos. Have you given it a listen?
No, I have not.
Why are you making this face?
I'm sorry.
What? No, what? What's wrong?
Because you said, I'm sorry, I can't get this out of my head. You said if One Direction and Little Mix were put through a game show, they were made on X Factor, baby.
Yeah, but like they weren't individually. They didn't. Well, I know they all came in individually and were put in a group, but they were put in a group by default. They didn't have to go through a vetting process.
Yeah. Okay. Fair.
Because this show was like these individuals
got
were competing.
Got it.
They were like randomly assigned with a bunch of other people that got eliminated through the process until there was only them that was left, which is kind of cool. And I love a game show. But yeah, have you listened to Beautiful Chaos at all?
No, I need to listen. Here, hold on. I'll add it to my Spotify right now.
Low key,
Listen to it on the plane.
there's only one skip, and why? The only reason it's a skip is because it's slow, but the message behind it is my favorite part, which is why it's not a skip, in my opinion. That's why I don't like use. I didn't want to use that word, but it's just one song that I wouldn't add to my playlist. How about that?
No, that makes sense.
It's called Mean Girls, and they're talking about like God bless all these different kinds of girls. They even put the T girls in there, love, and in the in between girls, love. The producer of the song came out and was like, "Yeah, I shopped this song around to a lot of other artists, and all of them wanted to remove the T girl part." And I'm like, hey, that sucks.
Hey, that's fucking weird.
So shout out to KATSEYE to being like, yeah, we'll do it.
Hell yeah.
Okay. God, he's so dumb. Yeah, no, but that is probably my least favorite song, but it's saying like even God bless the mean girls because they're still girls at the end of the day.
Wait, I love that.
Yeah.
I love this for you. I love that you have a group that you really fuck with and you can really get into. I think that's fun. And
yeah, and plus like aesthetically, they're also so cool. And
they
like
are.
And in not a weird way. They're all kind of like, they're models. Like they were picked for their looks, and I can tell why, because their aesthetic fits their look so well.
They all got like a swaggy look to them.
I know.
They all look so cool.
Like if the early 2000s like was right.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Literally.
Yeah. I mean, I guess if you're just gonna chill there, that's fine, but that's all you can do. Okay, so besides KATSEYE, what do you have on your little list?
I don't have a lot. I mean, I have a little bit a lot. I'm seeing the Driver era this week, and that's like really full circle.
No, yeah, okay.
That's crazy as fuck.
That's really cool. I'm gonna take Percy out because he's
that's crazy.
Oh.
You know what he did knock over? It's kind of like a tarot. Percy kind of just did like a tarot card reading with all the stuff that he just swept off.
What?
So this is like our reading.
Oh, cool.
And
so
Weed Baby.
We have a lighter. We have OG Weed Baby from a bunch of episodes ago, and we have the remote control to the light that actually needs to be put in gay mode. So, oops.
Oh.
A brat lighter, nice, and Techify. I don't know why we have this. I've never met Jeff Schroeder in my entire life.
Chat, what does this reading mean?
Yeah, let us know in the comments.
Thanks.
Um,
No, yeah,
but that's like your group.
That's like, so that would be like my KATSEYE. Like
But that would even be like your K-pop your Huntrix.
100%. 100%. Yeah, I love those guys.
Do you think they would have saved us from the end of the world?
No. They would have left us to dust.
Because do they come from money?
Yeah. Come on.
Whack.
You know what's a really weird fun fact I know about them? Their cousins are Derek and Julianne Hough from Dancing with the Stars. Deep cut, anybody? I don't know.
I don't know Dancing with the Stars that much.
Okay, in its heyday, it was like actually really good. There was a lot of drama. There was a lot of like good dancing. Now it's just kind of like all.
Because wasn't that woman on there the one who killed her kid? Amanda, what's her face?
I think she was.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And the Tiger King guy. What the fuck is going on?
They got some crazy shit going on over there, which is even crazier because that's a Disney show now. Or it's like because it's on ABC. That's what Disney.
Well, we've been knowing that Disney got skeletons in the closet.
We know. We see you. I'm still gonna come to the parks though, but
yeah,
we see you.
Yeah.
And then I have Wingspan is that bitch.
Straight up. No, y'all gotta recognize I talked a lot of shit on Wingspan, but I was put in my place. And that's okay. Really sometimes you just gotta humble yourself.
Also, weird. I sent you that TikTok today about Rhea Ripley.
Yeah.
Guys, if you don't know Rhea Ripley, she's this baddie in the WWE. She is so cool. I didn't know how she got her name, and she was on a interview with this super famous interview guy who does WWE stuff, and I can't remember his name now. But she said that she got her first name Rhea from a goddess and Ripley from Alien. I think that's crazy because we just talked about that last week.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to I was gonna bring that up. I was waiting for you to.
Wait, I also do have a crazy thing. If I can find it. Do you have something you can bring up while I look for something?
Sure. While we're bringing up, I'll come back to my later point, but that might have to be for another pod. I watched at work the music video for Renee Rapp's new song Mad. Whoa.
I love Renee Rapp.
It was a really good song. Have you heard it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Love that baddie.
When he could have been getting.
That was actually so good.
Thank you. The music video was great too. Alexandria Ship or whatever, Alex Ship.
Yeah. Wait, what? Hell yeah, Renee Rapp.
The casting was kind of on point for picking someone that looks mad all the time, or someone who can be mad really well. The only other person that I think could do it, but they're more sad mad than angry mad, is what's her face from Yellow Jackets and Scream.
Jasmine
Savoy. Even though low key, it was fuck you. Because I'm a Melissa Barrera truther.
Yeah.
And I'm a fucking Jenna Ortega truther. Their moral compass seems more in line than yours, unfortunately. Because why'd you sign under the new Scream? They're going to just kill you. You just wanted that check? Crazy.
I really hope they don't kill her, but I don't know, man.
Well, the whole
I
next movie's about fucking Sydney. So
Jesus Christ.
They're going to die to close that off.
Oh, absolutely.
They're going to kill the other two in some stupid way, I'm sure.
Here is segment 895 at this point of why men fucking suck. I was just like going through my garage, and I saw by the dumpster somebody had like thrown out like a couch and like a bunch of pillows and a mirror, and I saw on the mirror there was a bunch of stickers, and I was like, okay. So I like look a little closer. I think that men should have to work their way out of prison.
You know what? Starting birth in the gulag and working your way out seems fair.
Yeah, I just think that, like...
Well, honestly, can I be so fucking for real?
Sure. I mean, it's...
Like, it kind of ate. Why'd I say it so weird? It kind of ate. It did. Like, but if I walked into this apartment, red flag.
But, like, the decency to, like...
You can tell they tried to remove the glass because
Which makes it even worse because I feel like there was more on there.
Oh, probably. And also, who knows? So for those of you who need because I'm not going to put the picture in, but like it is essentially a mirror that is full of a bunch of naked anime women in a bunch of very exposing positions and questionable positions. And here's what I'm going to say on that. Probably with some questionable ages as well.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, this is fucking sick.
So in that case, it did not eat.
Boo!
But like, I don't know. When I get the werewolf with the fat titties on my mirror, I don't really want to hear it. That's just how it's gonna be.
Can you like get a little like?
I would not do full cock and balls.
Can you get like a sticker for it when I come over so you can like put it over?
Well, it wouldn't. It would just be the bust. It wouldn't be anything lower, and they'd probably like to me. I think. Because like being overtly sexual like that is for some reason
like that
doesn't do anything for me. It just seems like violent. It seems like whoa.
Yeah.
So like what I'm talking about is like I'm talking hairy dude like kind of in like a tank top like I'm in, but it's kind of like it pulls tight here, and that would probably be it.
Yeah, I mean, like do your thing.
I like tasteful stuff because the tasteful stuff is hot. Because then it makes you go, so what have they seen other than this sticker if they're willing to get this sticker and put it on a mirror? You know what I mean?
Yeah, actually facts.
Shut up.
Yeah, fuck you.
It's hot. I don't want to do this.
I sent this to my brother today. Because he was being a dickhead to me when we were going on our bikes because it was hot.
You don't ask me stupid shit in this hot ass weather.
I was asking him stupid shit though, so honestly it was valid as fuck. What you got, Poop?
I also have something that in all caps says, how do full grown adults who make more money than me not know their weekly and or daily schedule? So my job has a lot to do with scheduling. It amazes me how many people when I'm like, dang, we can't fit you in today, but can we fit you in tomorrow? They just go, well, I just don't know what I'm doing tomorrow, and I don't have my calendar near me, so I really don't know what's up.
Okay, if you don't know what you're doing tomorrow, that's actually a problem.
And all of them either work from home or work a 9 to 5. So I would really rather someone just be really fucking for real with me and just say, I don't want to come in tomorrow, actually. I'll just call back when I want to. I would rather get that truth than I'm just too busy to come in now. Because you're not. Because you just don't want to. And that's okay. Don't feel like you have to make an excuse to me, Pook. But I hate when people try to pretend they're busy. I hate it. No one is that busy, bro.
No.
You have to work 40 hours a week for a paycheck. And maybe some of the reasons you can't come in is because you have to work more than 40. But I know you get time off. And I know you know when that is because you're counting down the hours until it happens.
The only time I've genuinely felt like I've never had enough time was when I was working 50 to 70 hours a week as a PA.
Yeah, and that's like, different.
Absolutely. But like every other job that I've held,
and I know what
is Josh and you guys.
Yeah, and I know what excuse they're gonna give. Well, I have kids. Hey, your kids need to be on a schedule. So if you don't know your kids' schedule, that's even worse.
That's crazy.
Children need that. Unfortunately, they need a structure so that way when they grow up, they can have a structure. Which is why I always try to eat dinner by 4 o'clock. Which is a very hot take. I really hated that so much. Because we wouldn't eat lunch in high school until like 1:30. So by the time I got home, and it was like 4, and my mom was like, all right, I'm starting to make dinner. What do you guys want? I'm like, bro, I'm not hungry.
Yeah. No, that's so real, actually.
And then I'd be like, can we eat dinner at like 5:36? And that's too late. Oh, all right. So when everyone else is eating dinner, it's too late? Got it. No, word.
I feel like my mom did the same. Like the dinner was always kind of earlier.
Why?
I don't know. That's actually a great question. I think probably because I got home from work and they were like, let's just get this shit done right now.
When I got home from work, it was midnight, so no one was awake. So I would DoorDash food. The only other thing I have on here is a rabbit hole, literally and figuratively, that I might try to speed run through and 4 minutes if that's cool.
Remember that slack 10 minutes off of that.
Oh, right. Then I guess I'll get into. Do you have anything before I ramble? Do you have something? I hate, guys, you don't understand because I also edit the pod. Except for last week, you did so good. I don't know how the fuck I'm going to motion track Percy's butthole. I just don't know how I'm going to do it.
It was actually not that hard.
Oh, God. Oh, Jesus.
Actually, I don't have time for this. I'll speedrun it.
What do you mean you don't have time?
It's just going to be too much. Producer Mac and I have been watching The Ultimatum Queer Edition.
Oh.
All a bunch of lesbians. That shit is the messiest shit that I've ever watched in my life.
Yeah.
And I'm obsessed with it.
Yeah.
I'm so obsessed with it.
Babe, we watched The Housewives.
Like,
wow.
it's so... I know. But it's, like, so good. It's lesbians, you know?
Yeah. Shout out Sapphic in the chat.
No, for real. Okay, so ready? Follow me.
Mm-hmm.
There's Brittany and AJ.
Okay.
There is Mel and Marie. There is, Marita and Ashley. There is, what's her, Megan and Dana. There is,
Dana
guys,
sounds
I'm
toxic.
blinking. Oh, God, I'll get into it. There is, guys, help me. Guys, help! Guys! Wait, hold on. I pulled the picture up because I knew I was going to need help. I did really well. Fuck! Ah. It's Kyle and Bridget and then Pilar and Haley. Okay, so the thing is that one of these human beings has given the other an ultimatum because they want to get married and the other one doesn't. And they're all ranging from, you know, dating a year to like dating 10 years. So like there is a huge range. You can tell some people genuinely want to work on their relationship. You can tell other people are completely out of their relationships. And for the first week, they all break up and they all date each other. It's like seeing who you vibe with now. Like you're dumping your ex for a week and then you are going to pick somebody to be your trial wife. And for 3 weeks, you're going to live like a married couple. Okay? Crazy. And the goal is that after those 3 weeks, the next 3 weeks, you spend with your original partner. And then you see if you want to marry your original partner or if you want to leave alone or if you want to leave with someone new.
Hey, guys. Hey, what are we doing? And also, of course lesbians would sign up for this. Are you joking?
Absolutely. I love that. I'm eating this shit up.
Do straight people do this?
I think so. I don't know, actually. I have no idea.
I think, okay, call me woke. I think that is a crazy premise for a show to be like, hey, break up with your partner, go live with someone else romantically for 3 weeks, and then come back to this person.
Look what I've written in my notes. The queer ultimatum
consensual
is cheating.
Yeah, that's weird.
It's fucking weird. And like some people don't want the physical thing. Like one of the girls kissed the other girl and she was like, I really don't want to do that again. Like I'm really like I want to be with my partner. And then these other fucking hoes are just totally shacking up and they're denying it. But I think they're lying.
Well, my question to you is, do you think the backstories for these people are fake and they're just all single people?
Dude, okay, so that could also be another thing. I really fucking hope not. I saw on, it's fucking TikTok, so who knows, that like there is a paper trail of a lot of these relationships. So it's not like there's Instagram photos and like Facebook and like there's like stuff. So I don't think that it is, but you never know. It's TV.
I don't know. I think maybe Bash and I would do it just because it would be fun. But like that would just be like I don't know. I don't think like if we did this, I would not say we were broken up. You know what I mean? Like I would not say
Yeah.
you're my ex now. I would say we're doing this fucking thing
Mm-hmm.
because we want to.
Mm-hmm.
We're not broken up. Also, it helps because we're open. So
Yeah.
it would like this wouldn't be like the end all be all, but like it still is just like that is still such a crazy, crazy ask in my opinion.
It's absolutely insane.
And of
Like,
course you're gonna get drama.
absolutely. I mean, the whole premise is someone wants to get married and someone doesn't. Like,
That should be just the indicator, though. You know what I mean?
exactly.
Like
Exactly.
we shouldn't have to do a whole rigmarole TV show bullshit. If I want to get married to you and you don't want to get married to me, then I need to figure my stuff out. I'll get back to you.
Correct.
I'm not gonna.
We're not going on a fucking TV show.
Yeah!
Like,
Well, I'm glad you and Mac are having fun watching it.
no, it's actually so good. It's
Yeah.
so fucking good.
Sorry, I keep
But
sniffing
yeah,
in the mic, guys.
That's it. All right, rant. Go off, King.
So I maybe touched on it a little bit.
Okay.
There was one time a long time ago where Maddie and I were hanging out in her apartment in Chicago, and I was like, "Can I show you the short films that I found on YouTube?" And Maddie was like, "Sure." When I say these are, and I do think I want to give proper credit because I want to say that you and I could not do something like this. You and I could not animate, could not voice act, could not do something like this. So if I'm ragging on it or it sounds like I'm ragging on it, just know it's because it's coming from a place of like, I really can't believe like people just have free will to do stuff like
Yeah.
this and not get paid, right? Well, they get paid a little bit, but
YouTube, but
okay. It's a lot, so stick with me. Walk with me,
I'm
guys.
following.
Weed babies, walk with me.
Come on.
So there is a subgenre of horror movie that is referred to online now as analog horror. And the way that I can best describe it is you are watching things out of sequence. You are watching media as it is given to you. Most of the time in analog horror, the premise is you're finding lost media. You're finding media that didn't exist, or you're finding media that someone found in a basement of an arcade or some bullshit like that. And you're watching something that you're not supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
Which in and of itself is why we like found footage movies, because they offer this air of mystery of like, this could be real, this could not be real, but we all know it's fake, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So there is a specific channel on YouTube and a specific content creator, Martin Walls, aka the Walton Files, which is I'm gonna call it like it is. It is in the same offshoot of like Five Nights at Freddy's, where we're investigating or we're looking in on this franchised animatronic entertainment arcade restaurant that shut down for mysterious circumstances and no one knows why. I really encourage you, if you're into the horror genre, to check it out. Warning, it's gonna make you uncomfortable. Like, I think I can run the gauntlet when it comes to horror movies and realize that I'm having fun when I'm watching it. But because of the nature of how this information is presented isn't in a stereotypical fashion, the scares come from the unknown and the scares come from what's going to happen. And so this series also does a really good thing where they handle grief and they handle grief and they handle tragedy behind all of this really well, to the point where you're not feeling scared or jump scared, that quick adrenaline rush. It's this slow seeping in like, oh, this is fucked up and sad and haunting. But the Walton Files tells a story of like just a Five Nights at Freddy's offshoot, but it's a more grounded and realistic story because it's had a plot from its inception, whereas Five Nights at Freddy's does not have that. But TLDR, two buds went into a business together to open this thing. One bud has a problem with like drinking and alcohol and is tasked with taking care of the other bud's kids, and one night gets in a drunk driving accident, kills both those kids, buries them in the woods, shacks up in his house alone, kind of goes into a crazy insomnia driven thing. The rest is a little bit hazy because we don't know, because this is still an actively coming out series, but you find out that this stuff is happening, and you find out about the car crash and whatever through employee training videos, through homemade news reports, through weird internet sleuths online, through websites that exist and have context hidden in them. My favorite aspect of this, I even posted on the Walton Files subreddit. That's how I knew I was in this shit. Is that there was a whole website that just was about this guy who was local to the area and he was into ghost hunting and he just posted all his ghost hunting research and all this shit. But in the ghost hunting stuff, you're getting the rules of how ghosts work in this universe. So that way when you see certain things, you're like, oh. So like one of the big things is that ghosts in this universe move through technology and have a certain influence on it. An influence that's a little like is really heavy and is really scary. So when you watch later installments and when you realize, oh shit, well, the training videos I've been watching, they feel haunted, so they are haunted. So there are ghosts trying to talk to me through this VHS tape. Crazy shit. And like I'm saying, this all is coming from one guy. One person is animating this. I know he has a team now. They're animating this. They're doing this very, like, on a very precise and hot schedule. Like,
that's crazy.
It's a lot, like, a production company could never.
Yeah.
All that to say, right, just to get you in the realm of where we're at. Mm-hmm. This creator has done an offshoot series with one upload called The Mysterious House, which tells the tale of two kids who are out on Halloween. They go into this mysterious house that's rumored to be spooky. They encounter these very scary individuals. And then the rest of the story is unfortunately the downfall of these two trick-or-treaters on Halloween. Kind of like a cautionary, kind of like an old 80s cautionary tale of like, don't trust strangers, don't go into strangers' houses, like don't do this shit. And Maddie's seen this stuff before. So the way that this story is told, the visuals are scary, the audio sucks and is scary.
That was the hardest part for me is the audio, because it's like it would be like all chill and then it would be like really, really eerie and then it would like be a really fucking abrasive, like static on TV or like a scream or like just this insane soundtrack. Yeah. Sorry.
And even just like the visuals, right? Like because this looks like crude paper puppets, it like gives it this uncanniness. So that way when you see the brutalization of bodies or when you see the gore, when you see the violence, it makes it that scarier because oftentimes when they do that shit, they cut the audio. Mm-hmm. And so it's just you in this image most of the time looking at each other in dead silence. And the question is, what the fuck is about to happen next?
Correct.
So there's the mysterious house and then there is the revenge of the pumpkin rabbit. The pumpkin rabbit was the main antagonist in the mysterious house. And so they are doing like an in-universe spin-off and telling this like slasher story of like a haunted house that kids on Halloween go into. And these aren't like teenage kids, mind you. They don't set the age at 16. These kids are like 14 and lower. So you're really like, and the reason why I think it works super well is because they're not using real children. So it takes that level of like what the fuckness away. Yeah. But you're still also hearing this stuff, you're seeing it, so you know what it is, but you know what the puppets or like the animation is trying to describe. Yeah. But man, the first one was 10-11 minutes, The Mysterious House. The Revenge of the Pumpkin Rabbit, 35 minutes.
Oh, whoa.
And when I tell you the upgrade from that first original like MS Paint style to then we're all of a sudden doing an animation style I've never seen before in my entire life where we're making it look like a picture book is so cool. I watched it at work and the rest of my day was ruined. Because the imagery and the audio and everything was done so well that I was genuinely disturbed for the rest of the day because I was like, damn, that was really good and really fucking scary.
Yeah.
It gives kind of the vibes of like you're flipping through the channel, like you fall asleep with the TV on and you wake up and you're watching something that's just like really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It's that feeling. We should watch it sometime.
That's fucking scary. I'm down for the first spinoff. Maybe not the pumpkin rabbit.
Well, the pumpkin rabbit's in both, so you're gonna meet that character at one point or another. Yeah, you don't have a choice. Okay. I would arguably say the first one. There's a shot in the set, dude. I don't know what it is for me, but when you shoot something in a dark room, and certain parts of the room are blotted, so you can't see in corners and stuff, and you like start having someone lean out or you have hands come out. No. Oh, it makes me want to pull up a shot. I might pull up a shot real quick, see if I can do it.
Guys, I'm pretty sure we were like Oh shit.
That's why.
Yeah, that's crazy. My Max train was delayed today, so it was because of a shooter. Anyways, the first time we watched this, I had to like pause it because I was like, bro, I can't do. I need a minute.
Yeah, we were also elevated in
Yeah.
that sense too. And I knew that walking in Maddie into this like genre was going to be a little bit weird, just because like it's David Lynchian and weird. And to me, I think the closer you get to replicating people's dreams and their nightmares, the more real things and more uncomfortable things become.
Yeah.
Because I think for me, the reason why things like Skinamarink and things like the Walton Files work so well for me is because they capture the feeling of like waking up at 1 or 2 in the morning when everyone else is asleep and you got to go downstairs to get water, and just the weird vibe that is like permeating through, especially when you're a kid.
Yeah.
It's your own house, sure. But at night, when you're a kid, the house feels so much bigger than it is.
Oh, 100%.
And it's scary and it's unnerving and it's quiet. And if you're especially like staying the night at a grandparent's house and they have that clock that like clicks.
It's the unsettling feeling.
Yeah.
Of it, and I said this last pod, but it's like it's the not knowing, you know? You're not scared of the dark, you're just scared of like what's in the dark.
And especially like in the Walton Files case, like you amplify that by taking kids who think they're going into an abandoned house and they realize that there's people there. Mm-hmm. And they realize that they don't have the awareness. And unfortunately, it wouldn't matter even if they did. They don't have the gall to not say no to an adult. Yeah. So they willingly put themselves in a lot of risky situations. And even when a lot of the kid characters in this in both of them are confronted, they awkwardly say yes to things because these antagonists are like, they know they're kids, so they're able to like push the envelope, like, and it's the worst fucking thing because in the first one they're like, you see these characters and you're like, something's not right with them. Yeah. But they convince the kids to stay the night because it's too late and they can just go home in the morning, and you go. So then you amplify, you're a kid who is not in your house. You're in a stranger's house at night and you have the fucking balls to get up at night and walk around their house at night. And the storybook-esque like picturing and just the audio, it works so well together, more effectively than a movie I'd pay $14 to see. But let me see if I can find.
All right, no.
Okay, I found it.
Ugh.
Like, no. No. Like, you're already not in the place that you're supposed to be. Getting locked in a room in the dark with all of that shit everywhere and then seeing that in the corner. I would die from a heart attack.
I'm going to have nightmares today.
I knew that even showing you that little bit was going to be too much. But, like, it just goes to say, sometimes animation is and, like, we can weave this through, like, K-pop Demon Hunters. Animation is just the right field for something.
Sometimes when you can't capture it in a camera, fuck it, animate it.
Yeah, and that's why I think things like the Walton Files have found their weird like niche, because I also just respect I just respect the time it takes to put into something like that. Insane. So if not only you're making me feel something from your art, but I also know how much time and effort goes into it,
it's gonna mean more.
Yeah,
you put your
whole Walton-ness-y. But they just did another little short film that came out recently too, which is why I fell down this rabbit hole. But they released another part of the main Walton Files series that was genuinely so fucking good too. Like the animation quality went up, the storytelling went up, the scares were up, like so good.
That's crazy.
But that's my rant on the Walton Files. Go watch it. It's good. Better than Five Nights at Freddy's.
Five Nights
At Freddy's. If you subscribe to our Patreon, you know what that is. And if I'm not doing that, then this just got blurred out with something. Fuck, I know what I should have played while we were doing that.
What?
Wait, let me look it up. This will be my closing thought, and then give me your closing thoughts while I look this up.
My closing thoughts are okay, I'm gonna speak as I'm thinking through my closing thoughts, because when I was editing my closing thoughts last time, I was like, holy shit, that was just 30 seconds of like straight nothing from me. Like that, how unacceptable. I am so sorry, you guys. You know, I hope you all get a good night. If you've subscribed, you're gonna get a good night's sleep tonight. I think that if you own an LED, you know, those like lights that you can like string everywhere, but they're not like the string lights, the LED ones. If you have those in your room, you get a good night tonight. I think that if you own not an Apple product, you'll get a good night tonight. I think if you didn't attend Jeff Bezos' wedding, you'll get a good night's sleep tonight. And if you have ever played the game Gizmos, you'll get a good night's sleep tonight.
Banger game.
Okay.
Banger game.
That's it.
Here's my closing thoughts. Here's something that I wanted to play earlier to try to get Maddie to laugh and break the silence. Ready? Yeah. Yeah. But it is also fuck James Charles. Because why are you talking to little boys,
You're
bro?
fucking weird.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Kids are off limits. A big no. Yeah, men fucking. Honestly, here's what I'm gonna end this on. Men should have to be born in a prison and work their way out. And that's what I'm saying on the last day of Pride.
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride! Do.